Hey guys, so as you can tell, I am working from home. We got my makeshift home office over there, and I just finished a workout, so honestly, I'm just not feeling like putting myself fully together to do a video, so you get what you get at this point. I just wanted to come on here really quick this week because obviously we all know that we are in the midst of pandemic, and I just kind of wanted to talk to everyone about I don't really want to talk too much into the fitness. Like with CrossFit, we have a really amazing affiliate that is giving us at home workouts, and they let us borrow a piece of equipment, and it's a lot of functional movement, so we can figure out workouts to do in the next little bit. And if you're having trouble with that, you can always go to CrossFit.com. They'll have lots of things that are like body weight movements and things like that. And I know it's a really stressful time, and it can be for both people who have fitness goals and people who are struggling with mental illness. And I just wanted to come on here and just let you guys know you're not alone, that we all are struggling. We all have things going through our head. And I'm not saying that to belittle the way you're feeling, because the way you're feeling is completely understandable and is completely valid. But I just wanted you guys all to know that you're not alone and kind of give you some tips on what to do to keep yourself feeling better. So with this being, a lot of us are isolated into our houses. So I'm in Nova Scotia, so it's not at a state of emergency yet or anything like that, but we do have to work from home if we are able to, and we also have to work out from home because all the gyms are closed, all of the hair places, nail salons, things like that are mandated to close as well. I think it's tonight at 12, or I guess roll into tomorrow morning, and it's a lot. So I've been keeping myself busy, not thinking about it too much. I know that might sound ignorant, but I do know and appreciate how big of a deal this is and how important it is for us all to do our part. And I do think if you are following by the rules of staying in your house and social distancing, then that's awesome. But it is lonely, especially like if you lived alone. Luckily, I don't live alone, so I have that person with me to help me through my loneliness. And I can only imagine how that would feel if you do live alone. So I completely empathize with those people. But some things that I've been doing is I'm very routine. So I've made my routine every day. I get up, I go to my workstation, I make a coffee. Well, first I try to drink my 750 milliliter bottle of water because my thyroid, so I have to do that. And then I'll make a coffee and some breakfast at around 9 o'clock in the morning. I still meal prep my chicken, things like that, like I would normally do during a week of actually going to work. And I think with me, I'm a little bit more privileged with having the work, which sounds really weird, but just because I'm more routine. So if I didn't have work, I think it would be a lot more free time. And I actually was off work for about 6 weeks back last year because I was in an accident. So, and it plays on your emotions a lot more than you think it will. Like, and you don't even understand why. Like, you would think 6 weeks off of work is amazing, but it makes you fall out of that pattern, and then it's just like your mind starts playing tricks on you because you're not around people. So my thoughts would be to ensure you have routine in your life. So if you work Monday to Friday, from Monday to Friday, maybe have a schedule of things you're going to do. So say, I know a lot of people with children too are doing like the first hour breakfast, and the second hour is like learning, and the third hour is creativity time, like things like that I've seen online, which I think is really great. And with adults, I think things like putting in meal prepping into your schedule, making meals is going to take probably about an hour and a half if you do 30 minutes each for each big meal. Baking some snacks, things like that. Just think of it as things that you always wanted to do but you never have time to, but now you have all the time to do it, and kind of make a schedule to that. For me, again, so I'll make my breakfast and then I work and then I still take my 15-minute breaks and my 30-minute lunch. And when I do that, I will take my dog out for a lot of WALKs. I can't say the word because she is right there, but I will take her out and she's loving this because she's getting out a lot more. And I always do my workouts still. So typically my work schedule goes from 7:30 to 5:30. And then from 5:30, I'll take her out again because she just ate. So I'll take her out for WALK. And then we'll come back around 6. And then at 6 o'clock, I do my workout. I still take I don't really take pre-workout anymore, but I still take like my BCAAs, things like that, like I would typically do to make it feel more natural. And I do my workout, and then after that I typically will watch TV or try to unwind from the day. It is really hard because it feels like, for me anyway, when I go to work and then I go to CrossFit, and then after that it's my unwind time and I'm just excited to get home for the day during the week, but I feel like I'm always home, so I don't have that like mental shift of, oh, now I'm home, it's time to just relax. I don't drink a lot. I did buy some wine, so I'm thinking I'm gonna have some of that, just a glass or two here or there, just to actually like loosen up a bit, because it is a stressful time. And for people who are stressing about their diets and their food, and you think maybe this is gonna mess up the whole thing, just remember that going to the gym is like 25% to 30% of the equation. The other 70 is diet. So try to stick to your normal foods. Like, I don't have, like I said on many occasions, I don't have a set meal plan, but I have an eating disorder, so this has heightened with this panic, and because of that I have been thinking, like, going back and forth from like want to eat everything and binge to want to eat nothing, and I'm staying in that middle ground like I always do. It's just a little bit harder, and just know that if you're suffering through it with a mental illness, like any mental illness, I mean, I can't speak for people that have like BPD or bipolar or things like that, but I do have quite a few. So like OCD and eating disorders, anxiety, depression. I was never like fully diagnosed with like bulimia, things like that. But I know you might feel not like yourself and you might not understand why, but just remember, when you have a mental illness, that panic creates you wanting to cope, and that's how we cope, is with those things. So if you're wanting to eat everything, or if you're wanting to eat nothing, that's typically the situation. That's why it's happening. And just know it's okay. But I think in these times, it's more detrimental to sit and journal how you're feeling and actually tune into yourself and think about why you're feeling these feelings. I actually had a pretty bad backslide. That sounds bad. I didn't like stop eating or anything, but like my thoughts changed quite a bit, and I sat with my boyfriend and we talked, and he was telling me that he completely understood why it was happening. And then we sat and we talked and said 10 reasons why. Well, I said 5, he said 5, as to why we shouldn't be panicking, and that did help. And try not to focus so much on social media, because it is insane right now. It's all it is the coronavirus constantly, and or COVID-19 or whatever you want to call it. But And it's always seems to be the negatives, but nobody's talking about the positives and things that are like how things are flipping back to normal in other countries. So just try not to be on social media, because a lot of people go on social media trying to fearmonger so that they feel validated for feeling scared, and it's not their fault. That's just the way we've been conditioned. And just try to take a break from that, because it can be very bad on your mental health. I know for sure that at first I was going a little bit overboard with on social media, and it was making me feel like almost paranoid, and I stopped. So now when I go to click on it and I will tune in and realize I'm on it too much, I will click off. So anyways, I hope those things help you guys, and I didn't want to do like an at-home workout or anything like that, because there's many of them around, and mine are kind of told to me from my CrossFit gym, so I don't want to give their information away just because it's not mine. So I hope this helps you guys. I just want to come in really quick. It's probably gonna be my quickest video. You'll probably be happy for that. But, oh, hi Callie. But anyways, see you guys, and stay safe, and stay in your house, and don't invite people over. Stay in your house. The more we agree and we do that, the less time this is going to take to clear up. And just always remember, it's not going to be like this forever. It's not a zombie apocalypse, because that's kind of how I feel. It will get better, and don't keep telling yourself like, what if, what if, what if. Just try to stop those thoughts as they come in and continue your routine. All right, guys. Bye. Say bye, Callie. Callie, say bye.